to Tech Fever, Play Everything's weekly tech podcast where we talk about the tech news of the week, everything from home theater to smart home to AI and robots and everything in between. Every episode will give you our favorite tech picks of the week, tech steals of the week, and if you want to get a question read live on air, you can send it into techfeverpodcast@gmail.com. I'm your host, Mike Doherty, and alongside me as always is the very sweaty Kevin Coello.
That's my business. You don't share my private stories, all right? I could have taken a shower right now. This could be shower water. It's not, but it could have been.
Oh man, Kevin, how you doing today? Oh, also, Tomo, can you bump me in the audio a little bit? Sorry, I know we have to go a little bit louder since our soundboard's fucking up.
Gotcha.
Great.
What's wrong with your soundboard?
It's real issues, man. Real static coming from it because the USB connection.
Oh,
it's upsetting.
Why do you have a USB? Oh, because it goes in through USB?
Yeah. That's how it connects into the computer. So
I just don't understand why you need a soundboard. You know what I mean? Get a couple mics.
How do you connect those mics, Kevin?
I think you can have multiple mics connected. You want me to bring 3 mics here and I test it out on my setup?
No, you can't do the Yeti multiple. At least from the last time I tried, which was like 3 years ago.
What about the Wave 3?
Possibly, but at that point, I'll just buy a Rodecaster and keep the mics I have.
Oh my god! All right, cool. You got a solution. Great. I'm sure that's not going to cause a bunch of problems.
The Rodecaster worked fine until it broke.
Unfortunately, you're not a professional.
Yeah. Kevin, how you doing? Kevin's real spicy today, everybody. Real spicy pants. You know what I mean? Spicy pants, Kev. Eating his cookie in the middle of the show.
It's a coffee cake.
Very good.
No, I'm doing great. I had a pretty calm and chill day. Yeah, everything's smooth. Nothing new to talk about. I don't think I've played with any new tech. Did I talk about the Marantz?
No, you haven't talked about the Marantz. So
I got a Marantz. What is it?
6014.
60 what?
14.
6014. Yeah. It's great. I have some cheap speakers that someone gave me for like $150.
Yeah.
And I have 5 of them set up. Center, 2 sides, and 2 front heights. And let me tell you, holy shit, totally different audio experience. Man, I love my LG. It's a beautiful, beautiful setup, but the audio is just absolute trash. When I was watching Amazon Prime, and this is actually legitimately what like pushed me to the edge, I had the volume at like 95. And I still couldn't hear the people fucking talking.
That's the worst.
I don't know what it is about the audio for Amazon Prime, but it's just it's terrible on these TVs. And I understand they're so thin. They have the backward shooting speakers and like it's not ideal. But it got to the point where I was like legitimately furious and just I can't keep doing this. So instead what I did is I got me one of these Marantz.
Yeah.
I got it set up with cheap speakers. Because it's one step at a time, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll upgrade the speakers eventually. I got to figure out how to run the wires too. That's been stressing me out way too much, but that doesn't matter. But like, it makes a huge difference. Like being able to like go in there and change the center. I have the center up plus 8 dBs on it, so it's a little bit louder there, just to even kick the people talking even a little further. What a difference! What a difference! I have the 2 sides already. Just having 2 sides in the center, like you can hear the difference. Like it's crazy. I did the little audio setup where, it comes with the little like mic that you're supposed to put on this little cardboard stand that they give you.
Yeah.
This little guy. And you put it on there and you put it in seats and then you like, it makes weird noises.
It calibrates
and it like calibrates it. Yeah. I mean, so far it's crazy how much I felt a difference.
That's all. And we were talking about that on the home theater episode with Tim, but like, that's what we were saying is like, even if you can't go like 100% all
Crazy
out,
speakers,
like
yeah.
any audio solution is going to be like 1,000 times better.
Way better.
And
the wire management right there is depressing.
Clip speakers. Yeah. You'll figure that out. You'll get there. There's going to be one.
Yeah. I mean, the first thing was putting everything there. The next step is going to be organizing it. And I'm still waiting for my PS5 to come in before I got everything. Maybe an Xbox. We'll see if I actually get one.
Yeah.
You're getting one.
Well, why do you want one?
Also, I bought a PS5. We didn't really talk about that last show.
No, it was towards the end, because I got one too.
No, but that wasn't in the actual show.
Yeah,
believe.
because we got it afterwards. I made you wake up flowers.
Yeah, good.
I think that
He
one too.
thanks you a
Very
lot.
grateful.
I
You
didn't
guys were all like, "Oh no, he's gonna be upset."
Well, here's the thing. I didn't know you were talking to him beforehand on the day, like him asking
Mm.
you like where pre-orders are live and like where'd you get yours. So I thought you were just
Had
like,
I
wake
known
him up.
earlier. Had I known earlier, I would have told people like right when I got mine.
Yeah.
You gotta communicate with people. You know what I mean? If Gary Whitta had hit me up and been like, "Hey man, what's up? You gonna get a PS5? Where's the moment?" I could have hit him up at 11 and be like, "Gary, wake the fuck up. You can get it now. You can get it now."
Yeah,
But
no,
no.
100%. And we woke up flowers. We all got our PS5 pre-orders in right after the show last week.
Now here's the problem. Am I gonna get mine? Fucking day one?
No.
Doesn't look like it. Doesn't look like
you
it.
went with
I got
Amazon.
it via Amazon.
Yeah, that's not good.
Oh,
I should have bought another one when you guys did,
Yeah.
and then canceled my. Well, I mean, maybe returned it when I got it, or like sold it to Gary Whitta for costs, so that he could have one later.
Oh,
But
yeah.
I don't know why I didn't. I'm an idiot. I'm dumb.
I know Best Buy. I'm telling you, Best Buy, man, they come in clutch. Like when you order from them, even on their day one, even if you got it shipped, like they've always been really consistent about that. So I'm very excited.
Yeah, absolutely. It's because they get them beforehand.
Now,
Meanwhile, Amazon, huh?
I went discless. Did you go disc?
You're dumb. I hate you.
Why?
I went discless.
Bunch of because here's the thing: you go discless, that's great, but like you then never have the option to go disc. You know what I mean? I can go discless with all my games for what was it, $100 more?
Yeah.
In the future, I'm all set. If I ever, well, here's the thing: sometimes we get games for free, right? And they're the physical copies.
Yeah.
Like I got the Avengers as a physical copy, like maybe I don't know, a couple days before it actually came out, and because of the amount of codes that we had, they were like, "Oh, you like physical? You can get the actual physical copy." And I wanted to leave that door open for myself. Also, I really like having games. I like having like someday I'm gonna have a bookshelf right here, and they're all gonna be there, and I'm gonna be able to like feel them every time I want to. You know,
Like the noisy baby. But
Yeah.
I get that, and I used to be on that boat, but honestly, the last year or two, I've just been buying digital just because it's so much more convenient, especially when I have two PS4s and jumping between the two PS4s, like the studio one and the bedroom run. So my question is, I want a 4K Blu-ray player. I'm thinking of doing the 1X for the bedroom.
wait, the One X or
Yeah,
you
the
don't- why
Xbox
not
One
go
X.
Series S at that point?
Because that doesn't have a 4K Blu-ray player.
Wait, really?
It's discless.
It's
It's all
discless.
digital.
The Series S is?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Oh, yeah. So for that, I would want that, and it only does 1440. You know what I mean?
No, but it
Or
does
not
4K
1440,
for
12.
yeah, 1440.
The
That's the
half
highest
step.
it'll do.
The half resolution. It doesn't do full 4K.
It does 4K for like video. So if you're watching your Netflix act, it'll do 4K. I heard that somewhere.
You 100%
Check it out.
on that? I don't know if you're 100%.
Check it out. I'm gonna Google some shit.
But yeah, so that's what I'm thinking. But then at the same time, I'm like, I'll just get the Games Pass, do it on my PC, make it easy. You know what I mean? Technology. It's great. I could stream games right here on my phone. I don't have a dumb Apple phone anymore.
Good for you.
I'm not quite on that boat yet.
That doesn't like fix your issue with Blu-rays.
Yeah, no, I know. So I was thinking maybe get another PS5 like down the line.
Wait, you
Like,
don't have
near the end of the year?
you don't have an Xbox right now?
No.
Oh, that's crazy.
Do not. But what am I
Come
going
on,
to play on
crazy,
it?
right?
What are you going to play on the Xbox?
I don't care. I mean, I have two.
Yeah, but like, also you probably got those for free.
That's true. I did.
So like, what am I going to
One
play
of
on the
them-
Xbox?
What's the last? There's the Xbox One X and what's the little one called?
The Series S.
No. Like the Xbox One S,
Oh yeah, S.
right?
Mm-hmm.
So I have one of those. It's the red one from Gears of War, maybe.
All right. Sounds
And
like
then I've
you're
got
a big
the
fan.
Taco Bell one here. Because when it turns on, it makes the Taco Bell ding
Oh,
sound.
for real?
Yeah, it was really dumb.
That's
but
awesome.
I don't know. I got it for free, so I'm not complaining.
I want more
And
stuff like
yeah,
that.
that's my main Blu-ray player.
Boom. I love that.
Now, here's my question. Yeah, it's great. Here's my question to you. Have you looked into Blu-ray players? because there are some that are like $400 that like, or maybe even more than that you like can buy like used that are supposedly superior machines. Have you heard of this?
Yeah, no, I mean, there's the Panasonic ones. You can get a Panasonic one for, I think it's 500 is the price.
Jesus Christ.
And at that point, it's like you're getting a lot of audio benefits. I do not have like I don't know. We were talking about this last time in person. Audio snobs are like the worst people in the world. Even though I appreciate a good audio setup, but like those audio guys are.
I feel like that's a limit of like when you get to the point where I was watching this audio video because like, you know, you get new speakers. What are you going to do? Look it up, right? You know what I mean? And the guy was talking about how like, oh, things that you can ignore. And he was like, well, one of the things I'll talk about. And he brought up this weight and he's like, this is just a door stopper, but I put it on top of my DAC so that it gets rid of any little vibrations that translate into audio. You can ignore that if you're a beginner. And it's like, what?
Yeah, dude,
Their little box is vibrating because of the speakers that are on, I guess, maybe the same thing. Like, it, you know, and it's like that vibration could be distorting the audio a tiny, tiny amount. So you put a weight on your DAC?
They're the snobbiest people in the world. So yeah, when you get into that point, a lot of that benefit you're getting is for audio. And one, I don't have like a crazy audio setup at the moment. Two, I mean that's really all the points right there. So I think the X would suffice because mainly I'm going to be running video. Maybe getting the Sonos Arc for the bedroom. We'll see. Also, Tombo pulled it up. Yeah, it does stream in 4K. It doesn't do 4K games.
Yeah. So I don't know, man. At that point, maybe just hold, because you've gone this long without being able to play Blu-ray 4K movies. Why not hold on a little bit longer? Wait till the X drops in price, because I have a feeling it's going to drop in like 6 months.
No,
maybe because sales are going to be trash.
Yeah, no, maybe you're right. I know, but they're getting a lot of traction. Actually, Tombo, can you look up Macintosh Blu-ray player? I could get one of these. Have you? I think I sent you a picture of one of their amps before. They're crazy looking. For any of you out there, if you look at Macintosh stuff.
I don't get that. You said Macintosh, and I'm like, wait, I haven't heard anyone refer to Macs that way. And it's like, oh no, it's that other brand that does like the multi-$1,000 speaker setup.
This is what I'm talking about with these audio snobs spending all this money. Yeah, right there. Yeah. Pull that up. For people out there who like aren't like super into like home theater stuff, they have no idea what this brand is. But if you pull it up, it's a $5,000 Blu-ray player.
That's insane, dude. These machines, like, have you ever like? There was a video I was watching. It was like 20 minutes long, and it was some audiophile taking a tour of this company's like show house. So they have like a building in New York that like they work out of, but like one floor is just designed to show off. And like the speaker setup is insane that they had in this room. It was like, it had like I want to say like dozens of speakers. Like that one, the two floor speakers that they had, the sides, each had like 17 speakers inside. And they're like, well, each speaker uses a different range. And it's like, you guys are fucking crazy.
Yeah, no, I to be honest, I've heard like I think it was a $30,000 speaker setup, where was the Kef blades, like they're like these huge monstrosity.
Really cool looking.
Yeah, they're kind of ugly though. And then two of these amps, the Macintosh amps, that are like each like $10,000 each. So it was probably more, probably like a $50,000 audio setup. Sounds real good. Ridiculous. I don't know how anybody would pay full price.
Does it sound that good? Like, does it sound that much better than like?
It sounds crazy.
$5,000.
It sounds crazy. Like it,
but like, I don't know that I could distinguish the difference between a $45,000 setup and a $5,000 setup. And I really think that's where the line is. If you can spend $5,000 on your setup, I think it's going to sound phenomenal. And that's probably, and like that, even 5,000. I'm not just talking about buying the stupid Blu-ray player. Like I'm talking, 5,000 might be kind of a little close. You think you can get a full setup for 5,000?
You can get a full setup for 5,000 now. And to be honest, I think
9.2.4.
I think $10,000 is more, and even that $10,000 is like
that's
if you have connections.
That's crazy.
But no, I honestly, you can tell the difference. Now you can't be like, oh, listen to like how the audio snobs do it. Again, they're insufferable to be around. But you could definitely tell, like, oh shit, like
I
this
don't
is
know,
some
man.
crazy
I've been
shit.
in that room with the you're talking about your show flow, right? Best Buy?
No, there was these were special ones set up just for like a specific like training for like Magnolia guys.
I've definitely gone to a show floor where someone was like, "Hey, these are $30,000 speakers," and they looked ugly as shit. It's hilarious how ugly they are because they're the round ones that have the like weird rocket looking thing on the top, with a little driver.
The Bowers and Wilkins Diamond series.
Yeah, I don't like them. Do you like them?
They're cool speakers.
Ah, they look ugly. They look like some toy shit.
Yeah, they do, but they are,
right? And it's just like
you could definitely
like
tell
an
the
absurd
difference.
amount.
Yeah, they are an absurd amount. You could like, first of all, you could definitely tell the difference. I like at least the 700 series on Bowers and Wilkins from the 600. Now the diamonds, I do agree with you. You get a little egregious there. But like I said, if like a $10,000 setup,
they're so ugly.
$10,000 setup, you're kind of in the range where it's like, okay, it's less of a difference. $5,000 setup, you'd be able to tell a difference. 100%.
I don't know, man. Like I've been in those rooms. I've had them. People excited, your friends excited to show me the audio, and I have to always sit there and pretend that I'm impressed.
Oh wow.
I mean, that's the truth. They'll be like, "Oh, you really just need 2 good speakers. Like, check this out." And they turn it up, and it's like, "All right, this sounds like loud music. It's nice, you know."
I feel it.
But like, they should have like a $2,000 setup on the other side to be like, "All right, now just so you know, this is what it also sounds like with this."
That would be the smarter move.
Yeah,
Because when you hear it some back to back like that, 100%. But
God, they're so ugly. Jeez.
I haven't been playing with any new tech other than the Fold. No real updates there.
You getting used to that shitty firmware?
What firmware? What should? Oh, you're talking about my Android?
Yeah, your Samsung version.
No, fuck you, man. It's great.
No, it's not. Don't lie to
I know. I'm a little lying. Yeah,
tell it feels old.
It does. It does feel a little bit outdated on the actual user interface. I can agree with that. But
we were talking about this beforehand, right? Where I was saying that like it's crazy because Samsung used to like be like add features that were kind of revolutionary. Like I feel like they did the breakout window before anyone else did.
Yeah.
You know, for like YouTube and stuff like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but there are features like that where they're more unique things that are now very much normal. And I just feel like they stopped iterating and they stuck with something that feels very old. But I mean, you know,
to each his own, you know? I mean,
$2,000 phone, not mine.
It would have been nice to have the new. I don't understand why it feels so outdated in terms of the software. It's not bad though. It's not like terrible. But again, it's not Apple.
I was freaking out using it where I was like, why does it do this?
Well, it's not like Apple where like Google started being like, okay, let's start doing what they're doing, and then Apple's like, okay, let's start doing some of the stuff that they've been doing. So like, there's a lot of borrowing going on between the phone manufacturers.
That's gonna happen.
But yeah, nothing new there. I do notice a couple touch, like the front screen sometimes isn't responsive, which isn't great. You know,
no.
I've only noticed that like 2 times so far, where I'm trying to skip like 10 seconds on a YouTube video.
Sounds like too many to me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great point. It's a $2,000 phone. It should be all ironed out at this point.
Here's my question: is there any chance you don't keep this phone?
No, I think I'm keeping. I mean, I'm selling I'm in the process of selling my iPhone right now.
Oh, you told me you're gonna keep that. I'm kind of blown away.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to, but at that point, it's like the 11s will come out, and then at that point, you know, I'll just make something happen if I really want it. But to be honest, iPhones, like Apple, has been so boring lately in terms of like it just feels so stale. Where it's like this to me, this was exciting. Like, yeah, sure, it's Android, and I'm not 100% on board with Android. Or
well, it's a shitty Android.
It's not Apple though. It's not Apple though. I do enjoy the Apple experience. It's just it felt so stale. It's nice to have something like crazy. Like this is crazy.
Like crazy shitty.
Well, that's
he
offensive.
fucking got you, dude. He got you. You know what I mean?
No,
no. I get what I'm saying.
Tech when you held a smartphone for the first time and you're like, this is crazy. This is super cool.
Yep.
Yeah, the Apple.
This is
iPhone.
the same kind of like feeling I have where I'm like, this is crazy. I could just open my phone like a book and be like, and use it like a tablet. And like, it's it has that excitement back for me. So that's why I did the switch. So I feel like at this point I'm pretty committed, and I'm so bored with Apple at this point where all their shit runs fantastic. But
Tumbo, while we're talking about speakers, can you open up the last image that I sent you? Cheeks, have you ever played with this Phantom speaker?
let me see it.
I can't pronounce the name of the actual company because it's got a bunch of letters that don't seem like they're in the
I
right
have
place.
never seen this in my life. What the fuck,
Bro? So you've heard of Beta Brand, right? Which I think we've talked about Beta Brand because they have it in Santana Row.
What the?
Close to your.
Mm-hmm.
It's a store where they have. It's kind of like, I don't know, Kickstarter, the store where they have a bunch of Kickstarters there, and you can play with them. So you know the now very popular massage gun thing.
Mm-hmm.
They were selling that like months ago there.
That's crazy.
And one of the things that I've used when I went in there is this speaker. They're really expensive, but it is mind fucking blowing how crazy they sound.
So where parts the
What do they sound? What do they sound like? What's so
I mean,
crazy? First of all,
it's a full
Tombo,
speaker system.
can you add that to my cart and then go off the picture-in-picture for me?
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay, so yeah, what's crazy about them? Because I'm interested. They look cool.
Damn, that sold you quick.
No, they look
mean,
cool. I'm just interested on what.
It's just like they're all-in-one speakers. I mean, they have two set up there, but like they fill the room in a way that it makes no sense. It is mind-blowing. You turn it on and the bass kicks and it's like you can feel the whole room fucking beating with it. It's insane. And they're loud. We should go do this trip at some point.
Yeah.
Go in there with a little camera and just, see what we record.
Scroll back up, Tombo. Sorry, I'm trying to get the name of these things. I'm down for it. Hold on, I'm just trying to do some research here because
If it wasn't this expensive, I would love to hit him up. Be like, hey man, send one over here so we can play with it. We'll send it back. They got the little 900.
I wish we were big enough. You know what I mean? If you're listening to the show, share it with a friend. We want to do cool shit.
Please God.
We want to go to CES. We want to go cover cool tech shit. Okay, I see it. Wait,
and
$3,000
also,
is not
if
that
anyone
expensive.
that works at a company is watching this and is like, hey, fuck, we'll send you some shit. We'll send it back and we'll take good care of it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You know, you can resell it afterwards.
Kevin's phone might be cracked, but it'll be back
Hey,
in one piece.
why would you do that?
It'll be back in one
They
piece.
didn't know that.
It'll be back in one piece. I
Dude,
promise.
this is a 4,500 watt speaker. I don't know exactly what that means, but that's a big number. You know?
I think I could break it down. So I think that's 4,500 watts of fucking speaker just blasting in your living room that you're gonna have, because you're gonna get two of these and you're gonna have the same setup as this picture right here. This is gonna be Kevin's living room in the future.
Dude, that's a $6,000 setup. No, thank you.
Yes, come on. Look, just go over there to your wife, ma'am. Look at these speakers.
We really need them, Mrs. Coello.
She's actually heard them. She went to the Beta Brand store one time because I don't know.
She's almost sold. Like she's
towards the Santana Row, and like she was impressed.
She's there.
As impressed as she can be with technology.
She's there.
I'm interested in these. I actually am on a mission to go hear these now.
Let's go figure it out, man.
Yeah,
we'll go together.
Yeah, we should.
Put them up against your $30,000 speakers, you know?
Yeah. They're probably in the same room, to be honest. You said these are on display in Santana Row?
Yeah. Well, they were. I don't know. Beta Brand changes their shit up, and seeing this in Best Buy now makes me kind of think that maybe they've moved on.
That's not.
But like, Beta Brand has a lot of really cool, weird things. They had that chair, not the Scorpion, but one that came out before it. I don't know if you saw this. You know what I'm talking about? The Scorpion?
Yeah, with the monitors, and it comes up like this.
Yeah. They had one just like that, but it was significantly cheaper, and it didn't look like a Scorpion. It looked just like a weird circular desk that moved.
I've never been to that store. I feel
so
like I'm gonna
close.
frequent it now.
Let's go.
Yeah. So these speakers are dope as fuck. Also, too, before we get into talking some tech, Tombo, iOS 14.
14.
What? Yeah.
iOS 14. You've been playing around with it a little bit. I just want to hear like honestly.
Tumbo's impressions? Bring up the Tumbo cam.
Honestly, I'll be honest with you. I haven't played with it. I downloaded it. I haven't even set up the widgets. I'm gonna be honest with you.
No widgets?
No widgets.
Damn.
What happened? I thought you were gonna set it up, Cheeks, on your old phone.
Yeah, Here's the thing.
I'm not the type of person
I
that
didn't.
has the color little things and all that. I have other stuff to do in my life. I'm an important person. You know, I had to move stuff around
All
in my
right, well,
schedule.
that's
and
enough
stuff
from
like that.
Tombo. That was Tombo's impressions.
Tumbo minute.
No, I was going to, and I did download it. I just really haven't had a chance to like really like get into it. Also,
I'm sure it's great. All the features they
widgets
added
I feel are
phenomenal.
so overhyped. So overhyped on the widgets. I feel.
I mean,
think
I
that was a
utilize my
hard
widgets all the time, but that's because I have stock Android and it's pretty easy to get to them.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. I can't fucking figure out widgets with this thing either.
I'm sorry, dude.
Takes you fucking
guys,
15
I
minutes
don't
to go through
understand.
some
Like
menus.
I just that people like give me shit where it's like, oh, why do you only stick with Pixel phones? It's because they have the best firmware right now. You know what I mean? Samsung's just lagging behind.
It's a good point. I mean, that's
Make it
honestly the
easy.
fairest.
Make it easy.
That's the fairest point.
Check that out.
Like,
You
I
know?
think in your defense of the Pixel.
Mm,
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, you have folders, but that's like not like
look,
new. Like that's what's
Dude,
frustrating.
you
about
can
it.
use your phone when you're on FaceTime. That's a big one.
Wow.
That's
wow.
crazy that
That's a
they
big
just caught
one.
that. Like
Hey.
that they just updated that.
They sold me on it. Look, you got this little stuff right there.
I do miss iMessage.
Look, you miss these little faces. You know, you used to always play with these. Don't even lie.
Did you really play with them?
I played with them once.
The
Oh.
maps, because you know, when you go on your walks
Google
in the morning,
also Apple Maps is an atrocity.
translate. ¿Qué pasa?
It's getting
Hola, ¿cómo
it's getting-
estás? Me llamo Tambo. See, look, you would have that translated. You would
All
have
right.
knew what I was saying.
Kevin, you ready to talk some tech?
Oh, I'm ready, baby. Give me that tech.
I was trying to fill as much time as possible. We have a very light show
I was
today.
still have time to keep talking.
So for breakfast, I had.
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna Google Beta Brand. I'm gonna see if online I can see what's there.
Okay, this one is actually really interesting. I don't know if you saw this pop up on Reddit. The sequel to Sony's PlayStation phone apparently leaks 8 years too late. Cast your mind back, if you can, to the tender world of gadgets circa 2011. Apple had just launched Siri on the iPhone. Google was making its biggest push into social networking with Google Plus, and Sony had decided to make it was time to release a true gaming smartphone, the most anticipated PlayStation phone, officially dubbed the Xperia Play. Remember Xperia Ericsson, man? The Ericsson name?
You think I'm a Sony fanboy. You think I fanboy with stuff. My buddy I still buys every Sony phone. Like he's diehard Sony all the way. He doesn't care if like their version of Windows is utter crap or their version of Android is utter crap because it's not great either.
I will say though, like from 2011 to now, Sony phones are like 1,000 times better than what they were.
Oh yeah, no. Again, like if it wasn't that Sony phones for whatever reason don't work with Sprint, maybe they work now that we're owned by T-Mobile. But like if it wasn't for that, what?
I like how you said where, like you're on some team.
Yeah, I'm on Sprint team. You know that.
Sprint sucks. That's why they got bought out.
I mean, that's your opinion. I mean, hey man, I'm sure that you pay an affordable price for your Verizon phone.
Yeah. No, but I get great service.
All right, I pay $50, $55 a month.
Yeah, it's hard to beat.
Yeah, unlimited everything. I can watch as much porn as I want.
If you have the signal, you know what I mean? All right, so your friend, big Sony fan.
Don't start this. Don't start this. Where have you been that I haven't had a signal? You know what I mean? I have signal just as strong as you do.
Going to Tahoe. Bet you don't have a signal. Signal.
Yeah, when am I going to Tahoe? You know what's the other thing? Last time I went to Tahoe, I was skiing. Still had signal out there.
Mm,
I don't know.
So
I was not there to
He's kinda
confirm nor
kinda
deny.
Mountain boy.
allegedly.
Looks like Beta Brand. I didn't realize they still sold clothes because online it's just the clothes. That's a bummer.
That's weird that they do tech too.
Yeah, the stores in the Bay Area switched over to like cool tech. They
That's
used
so
to do
cool.
clothes.
That's so cool.
What's up?
I wonder if they have the Woosier. You seen the Woosier?
What is that?
The Woosier? The vest
Wait.
where you plug in your audio, like your devices, and it
Yeah.
simulates the audio. I want to try one of those out so bad with VR.
I feel like Nintendo did that a long ass time ago, and it's weird that anyone else is trying it.
No,
You know what I'm talking about?
I want to try it. Imagine Oculus Go or
That's
Oculus
Nintendo, right?
Quest on your
Nintendo
head.
thing.
You plug it into the vest, and then you're in VR, and you have these awesome headphones on, and you're feeling it as well. That sounds fucking awesome.
I don't know. Have you ever heard of butt kickers?
No.
I think that's what they're called. Let me look it up.
You're talking about the subwoofers?
Yeah.
For the chairs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I've heard of those. I don't know if they're called butt kickers.
Yeah, no, they are. That's the buttkicker.com. Gift certificates. Maybe it's gone. No, that's a thing. Yeah, you connect them to your chair, your sofa, your couch, whatever you want.
Yeah, but this is
And then
deeper.
What?
This is an even deeper level of immersion.
Yes, that's why you got your headphones on, and all of a sudden you. Oh wow! Wow! I can feel the explosions.
No, but like on the chest, just being like, and then it's like 3D, so it's
mean,
like different points.
I don't know.
That's cool.
That seems like a gimmick. You know that Nintendo had a product like this, right?
No.
For the NES.
No. Oh no. Is
What
that
are you saying? No, it didn't.
with the Rob? It was one of those stupid peripherals with like Rob.
It wasn't with Rob. It was a separate thing.
Yeah, it was a separate thing, but it was in that time.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, it was in the NES time, if that's what you mean.
Yeah. I are you pulling it up right now? Trying to get it up?
I can't find it.
Okay,
I can't find it at all.
It's
real.
I'm interested in
seen it.
those. And also, speaking of gimmicky tech, we can get back to the story. It was not by any means a great success with the Sony phone, but the sequel, the Sony Xperia Play 2 prototype, was leaked on Reddit. Tombo, can you click on that black link just to pull it up, just to get a visual of this thing?
Notice he didn't say please.
Please,
Rude.
please. I appreciate it. I love you. You're like the rudest to Tombo too. That's the thing.
Well, he's not good at his job.
See, that's rude.
I'm sorry.
No,
Did I say something that was incorrect?
The other one.
It's actually not my job.
Tumbo, you just opened the wrong tab. It's very clear that it's not your job.
That one. Yeah, that one. Don't let him get to you. You know what I mean? What's he know?
Is he getting to me?
You're on the
or am I
wrong
getting
one.
to him?
Just scroll down. Yeah. There we go.
I'm not gonna. So real quick, let me get some clarity because I wasn't super listening when you started talking.
Well, you listen.
This phone right here was a prototype that never came out. That was developed 8 years ago. That's correct.
Correct.
Here's the thing. I feel like they can do this now, and it could be a splash, especially with the way the shit's going in the cloud. One, it'll work for Xbox. PlayStation supposedly trying to get their cloud shit figured out. You know what I mean?
Do we want this though?
But here's the thing. If it's a cool smart, like just let's say if it's any fucking smartphone with an actual cool tactical key controller, I think that this could work really well.
It would need to have like the PSP nubs. You know what I'm saying?
No.
You mean for size?
Yeah, but like because those digital ones suck.
Yeah, no, there's
So
absolute
bad.
trash. Absolute trash. You're right. It would have to be because unfortunately, well, here's the thing. That's what they would have to be built around. Like they'd have to figure out a way to indent that. Like I would be fine if it's a little thick and it gave like access to real nubs.
Yeah. No,
Not
100%.
as big as the PSP or the Vita.
PSP. You would
Yeah,
want them
I mean,
like the PSP ones where they're like a flat.
Those are trash. Nobody liked using those. You know what I
It's
mean?
better
So
than
they
that
gotta-
trash. It's better than that trash.
Okay, sure. That's 8 years ago, though. You know, like I feel like technology might have moved in a way that, like, if you could get a phone with stock or close to stock Android that was set up like this, and you could use it for Xbox or whenever PlayStation gets to the streaming, the PlayStation Now working in a really good way. Like, I don't know, man. This seems like some sort of technology that could be, you know, well liked. Call it the Vita fucking 2. Vita phone.
Ugh, they would call it some dumb shit like that.
Yeah, they would. They're terrible. No, they. You know what?
It would
Like
be
they
the
wouldn't. They would
Vita
call it something
Xperia.
way worse. Xperia X game, something like
Yeah.
that. And I'm like, because it plays Xbox games, or you know
Look
what I
at
mean?
look at the 3D button on it, man. But I remember
Really?
wanting the Xperia Play so bad, like so as a dumb fucking kid, thinking like it's gonna be like some great phone where it really you could play Crash Bandicoot 1 on it and a couple other games, PS1
You
games.
say that like that wouldn't have made your life way
It
better.
would have, and that's one of the reasons I really wanted it. But outside of like the first Crash Bandicoot, it's like you really had nothing else on it. You had like what SSX, as like one of the games, and also the thumb things
You're
in the
talking
middle.
about some of the best games of all time. So I don't know. You sound really dumb right now talking about it like that.
But
Like
like
it's
on
stupid.
PS1, it's not like you got like some like crazy experience on it. And then like I said, those
That's the
fucking
thing.
touch
All
things
you
in the
needed
middle
to do
suck.
was
If
to
you go
get
down, I
someone
think
to
there's more
hack
pictures.
it, and all of a sudden it's just your favorite NES emulator. Oh shit! Does it have L1 and L2s,
Yeah.
or are those?
No, left and right.
Yeah, but what are the ones next to it, Tumbo?
Oh yeah,
Right?
That's gotta be
that
what
kind
that
of
is.
looks like that. I'm not sure
that's got to be what that is.
because that was the biggest problem the PSP had.
Didn't have front ones.
Yeah, only shoulder buttons, no back ones.
Keep
no
scrolling
trigger.
down. And then there's the on. God, I hated those buttons at the bottom. You know what I mean? The built-in ones.
Oh,
Like into
I
the
don't know.
bezel.
I mean, I thought they were so useful.
Just go ask him on his
It
Twitter.
hurts me that Android has recently gotten rid of the back button with its latest update.
Still got mine.
Second to last. Yeah, I know. When I was using that, I noticed. I was like, oh, at least that's nice.
At least. Fuck you. It's great fun. I'm
Okay.
into it.
Yeah, no, nobody's disagreeing with you.
I thought this
Tumbo,
was.
you're not disagreeing with him, right?
I thought this was just a fun thing that popped up, a little trip down memory lane, because we were talking about smartphones and you know the early days of smartphones, and I felt like this is one of the things. I mean, obviously this is an early day, this is more a later day, but still one of those interesting things that never really panned out. And I think you are right. I think that would be cool to see in practice, in like modern day, seeing someone attempt this, but like, you know, actually have it with all the streaming stuff where you can use it for xCloud. You can use it for PlayStation Now. Like that would be really cool.
Yeah. Tumbo, I just sent you a link. If you want to open that for me, that'd be great.
Let me open it. Oh, there we are.
There it is. That's what I'm talking about.
That thing looks so
You had one of those?
No. Well, my neighbor did. And at one point he was like, I'm selling it. And I was like, can I just try it? And he was like, no. And I was like, bro, I guess we're never going to talk again. Never spoke to him again.
He wouldn't let you try it? What if you wanted to buy it?
He knew we weren't going to.
That's your issue. You should have been like, yeah, I want to buy it. Can I try it? Instead of no.
Dude, he was our neighbor. He knew us. He was like, these kids aren't going to buy it.
So cool.
Scroll down a little bit.
So quick update on this real quick. I'm sorry. Right. This guy's Twitter actually has more pictures on the phone, and I think he actually like integrated something about that analog sticks.
What do you mean integrated something about the analog sticks?
So like there's different pictures of like this similar phone.
Well, fucking stop talking about it. Pull it up. Show me.
Got you. Relax.
He's working on it. Pull it up on his phone.
I'm
now
not relaxing right now, all right?
I know.
You volunteered for this.
You wouldn't like something like that though, like the Woozier that's like ironed out and it's like dumb name.
No, I just don't. I don't know. I feel like if you have a subwoofer or a butt kicker, you're probably fine.
Yeah, but like, what if you want to be standing?
I've never wanted to do anything standing in my life.
VR?
I would prefer to do it sitting when possible.
And why Tombo pulls that up, I actually got a question from Josh. So Josh says,
Josh, hey man, what's up again? Still our best question asker.
Yes, still he said, hey, I appreciate the shout out last week and sorry I didn't write in. I didn't know I was a pillar to the podcast.
Feel like you have to write in every week, just so you know. You thank you so much. We appreciate it. I'm more upset about all these other fucks listening, not writing in. It's simple. What's the email address?
TechFeverPodcast@gmail.com, you cowards.
You know, it takes like 10 solid minutes to make a new Gmail like that. He put in the effort. Just give him a little love, you know? Make him feel just a tiny bit.
Just a little bit. That's all I need.
It took me to some Chinese site and I feel like my phone's going to get hacked. I'm aborting.
Why did you pull it up on the phone? Okay, never mind.
I'm trying to send it.
Wait. I'm sorry. His Twitter took you to some Chinese site?
Yeah, so I
Also, I don't think you can say that anymore.
Chinese sites out now?
I mean,
man, times are changing, man.
What do you want me to say?
Nope.
No,
don't say anything
whatever
more.
you're about to say, don't finish it.
Why?
So Josh asked, do you think, since we're on the question when I brought up VR, do you think the Oculus... Just keep cutting me off, Tombo. It's good. Just trying to host a show over here.
You're trying for sure. You know what I mean? You'll get there.
Do you think the Oculus Quest 2 is cheap enough for everyday Joe to buy? For example, will a mom in Target see it and think it's cheap enough to take a chance for a gift for little Joe? Because we were talking about this last week. We were talking about the
Yeah, and if I'm remembering correctly, and I'm pulling it up right now, but it went up. No,
it's
it stayed the
$299.
same price, $300, or
No.
it went down 100.
It's down 100.
Okay, I mean,
No,
it's
$399 and
really
$499. Yeah.
right. It's so close, dude. It's so close. I think it's still a little bit too high. Where that's like now console price, right? Because like you can get a Switch for that price, you can get a Series S for that price. So it's competing against some real shit, but it is a real all-inclusive like experience.
Yeah,
But that being said, I still think that it's not gimmicky price. You know what I mean? Where someone walks in the store and is like, I'll spend $200.
Yeah, I think it is a competitive enough price to be able to actually. I mean, think about it. This holiday, if you can't get a PS4 or an Xbox Series X, I think that's actually a really great gift. You know, like if you can't get them the console that they want, I think the Oculus Quest 2 is a great option.
I just don't know if the Quest is there yet for like an actual like that being your gaming console. Like, is anyone really dedicating?
No, but
You know what I mean? But like, I feel like that's the biggest problem because it's not if it's not a serious product, and like I 100% think that it is probably the best and cheapest option to go with right now. You know, it hits both those marks where it's like it's cheaper than having to buy a console or a computer and then getting the add-on. And the quality of it sounds like it's going to be amazing because the last one was among the best VR experiences, but unfortunately, I don't know that the gaming is there. Like, they have a bunch of games that are fucking awesome to experience. Like Beat Saber is great. I could definitely do an hour of Beat Saber a day. Maybe 45 minutes. I'm still kind of fat. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
and it gets real hard.
Yeah,
it gets real sweaty in there. Real foggy. I gotta take them off.
Oh, so bad. And then it gets all soaked around the thing and you put it back and it's all cold.
Just like you're pressing it and it's dripping and you're like, I am fucking disgusting. I don't know why Paula loves me. But other than that, like they have a bunch of cool games, but like how many of the games are pulling you back all the time like Beat Saber is?
I think it has a Wii effect though. And if Facebook can market this right, it's going to have a huge Wii effect in terms of, hey, you got this for Christmas. The whole family's going to try it out. We're going to pull it up on the phone and we're all going to check you out doing Beat Saber, you know, doing the Vader Immortal. I feel like if they can market it right, I think it's at that price point to where it's like when I took mine back home, my sister was asking me, like, you know, how much it is. And I was like, well, I had to get the $500 one. And she's like, $500? You know? And even $400 is a stretch, but I think $300 is that sweet spot where...
Does it hurt?
What?
Yeah.
The $300 option is going to be so much better.
I mean, I still got the OLED display. That's what's keeping me going. You know what I mean?
All right. Yeah, sure.
Those
this is a 4K display, though.
Inky blacks. Yeah, I know. It's really disappointing. It does, but hey, what are you gonna do? Live and you learn.
I just think that 300, especially coming out right now, ooh, that's real tough. Nobody's gonna be talking about this. I mean, people are gonna be talking about it, but no mom and pops are talking about this. You know,
the power of marketing. Like if Facebook really throws into where it's like every 10 seconds on Facebook, you're seeing this ad for this fucking thing.
Yeah, but here's the thing: they can run their own ads, or they can take PlayStation and Microsoft's money and run their ads and make money.
Yeah, they'll do both. They'll do both. I think they could push it. I think they could push it. I don't know. That's just my thought on it. Like, I mean,
I hope they do. This is really cool, and $300 is shocking.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
How much is the PSVR? Isn't that $400?
No, I think it's about $300, $350. I'm talking about.
All right, but like you still have to buy the console. You know what I mean?
No.
Okay, just shaking.
You know what I'm saying? You still have to buy the console.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah, you're definitely priced out. So not only are you locked into a $350 price, but you're also locked into at minimum another $300.
Dude, it's $289 plus you got to buy the wand still.
You know, I'm looking Target $350. It comes with the wands and the.
Oh, Newegg is cheaper, by the way. Oh, I see. Target's with everything.
Yeah. And then just the headset. No, that's Amazon. That's a markup.
Yeah, I can't believe I haven't played fucking
Iron Man.
Yeah, It's depressing. Like I'm such an idiot. It's downstairs. I just need to bring it up and set it up. But it's more wires.
It's coming
And
to
it's
the
already
Quest, though, right?
It's a disaster. Huh?
It's coming to the Quest, right? That's how I just want to experience everything now. Is the Quest.
I mean, that makes a lot of sense.
I don't want anything to do. Like, I don't want anything to do with PlayStation VR. Like at all.
I like the PlayStation VR, but that's also because I have the sled, and that pushes things to a new level.
Yeah, I'm sure, but it's just I don't know. After like starting at wire free, it's very hard to go to anything else.
Go backwards. I get it. I've only ever used the wire free one, like I don't know, a handful of times, and it's amazing. But
that's next. That's next. PSVR 2 is going to be announced. It's going to be completely wireless. It's going to be crazy.
Yeah, you can play it for 30 minutes before the batteries run out.
I bet you it's going to be $250.
That's wild.
Undercut Oculus. You know what I mean? I don't know. A man can hope.
But it's not undercutting because they have to deal with the fact that you have to buy the console.
No, if it was standalone, if the next PlayStation VR is a standalone like the Oculus Quest,
you're crazy. You hearing this crazy fucker?
That's gonna be next, dude. They would be stupid to have something attached to the PlayStation when Oculus is doing it.
I'm saying wireless to the PlayStation, but like it still needs to be within a certain range.
No. You can do it without it.
You're crazy.
The Oculus is doing it. And then they have the option for bigger games. You wire it in through like a long USB-C cable.
Basic shit to me. I know it.
Well, it seems like you don't.
I know it.
You're shocked at this prospect.
Oh my god. Is he doubling down?
Doubling down.
Yep.
They call me Double Down Doherty. You know what I mean?
I've heard them call you Double D Doherty. I didn't know that's what that stands for.
The latest Chromecast leak shows remote in full detail. So Google is planning a huge hardware event September 30th. Thanks to one insider, we've already learned of what the new dongle will look like for the Chromecast. Thanks to another leak, we've known what the remote will look like too. 9 to 5 Google shared images obtained by WinFuture of the remote. The remote has a D-pad on the top and a volume rocker on the side, as well as buttons for back, assistant, home, and mute. Most notably, there's dedicated YouTube, Netflix buttons. Previous Chromecast devices didn't come with a remote, so including one suggests the larger Google/Android TV integration with the addition to dedicated YouTube button strengthens this suspicion. Kev, you're a big Chromecast guy. You won't shut the fuck up about it anytime I talk to you.
The fuck you getting all mad about it? It will fucking work.
I'm not mad about it.
You just don't understand how shit works, and you're like, "Oh no! If your phone turns off, the video stops." That's like,
that's not what I said. I never said that.
You definitely
and don't ever disrespect me like that by saying I said that. You know what I mean?
Look at me. You fucking said that to me.
I did not say that to you ever.
It works. Then I went home. I started playing video, and I powered down. I forgot to text you that it didn't work fine.
It seems like this is some shit you're making up, but it's okay. I'll let it slide.
All right, let it slide.
You know,
fucking flip and slide. You know what I mean?
But my biggest thing was it never came with a remote. It's nice to have a remote. I guess
because you got your phone in your hand all day. You know what I mean? Here's the thing: I see this thing and I'm like, I'm never gonna use that. Great, that's one more remote I'm gonna have stacked over there with all the remotes that I don't use, and hopefully, like, I look at this and I'm like, great, I'm gonna have to buy a new Harmony.
No,
that's like my Harmony's not gonna have a mic on it. Now I can just shout and Google will pick it up anywhere. But like, am I gonna want to get the new Harmony remote? Yeah.
There's gonna be no Harmony remote with a voice function. I think that's very far off, to be honest.
Tumbo, can you write down the time and date so that we can throw this in his face when we prove him wrong?
Yep.
It's coming, but I don't think it's anytime soon.
Okay. Oh,
because you have a lot of different assistants.
Hold on. 10 seconds ago, you said there's not going to be a Harmony remote with a mic. Then 2 seconds ago, you said, well, it's coming.
They have
no time.
They have to.
Which one is it? Which one is it, Cheeks? Is it ever going to happen, or is it coming?
They have to license Bixby. They have to license Siri. They have to license.
First of all,
Hello
I don't know
Google,
that's
whatever
how
the
that
fuck
works.
it's called.
I don't know how that works. They have to license that shit to have it on.
Yeah, they do.
They're gonna do it. It's gonna be $300.
You have to license Dolby Atmos to have Dolby Atmos on your box. You're gonna have to license those to have that on your box. And it's
but I figured that they want to spread that. Like Atmos is a feature. Google Assistant is
a feature.
Adding. Is it?
Yes, 100% is a feature. Really?
I would never be like, press a button and talk. I just shout into the wild.
Yeah, so then
Come
you're good. Why do you need the new Harmony remote?
It's more of like, what am I gonna do with this? They call it the Sabrina, right? That's the code name,
Yes.
which is weird. Freaks me out.
I like
Why is
the
it
look of it. I
I mean,
I know-
I like it as much as I like the old look. You know?
Here's the thing too, the remotes are not necessarily for you, because like you
No,
can
I know,
you
I
can
get it, old
fully automate it with your voice if you wanted to, and I'm sure you can still use the app
Casting
on it.
from
But
your individual apps.
I just never liked the casting. Like I always wanted a remote. It's dumb. It's dumb. What if my
you
phone's
get
dead?
used to it. You get used to it.
What if my phone's dead? Then what?
Then your iPad's still not dead. And if your
That's
your
annoying.
iPad's dead, then your fucking iPhone that you're still hanging on to because you know you won't let it go is still there.
That's annoying too.
You got hella options, dude.
Or I could just pick up
And
the remote and be able to use it. Like the Apple TV
here's the
remote,
thing.
I enjoy.
Let's say all those 3 devices aren't working. You can still open up your PC and go to Netflix and cast it. Isn't that crazy?
No, I mean, like I get that.
No, it's not crazy. No, it's not crazy.
It is crazy. I get that.
All right, it's witchcraft as far as I'm concerned.
But what do you think we're gonna see from this hardware event? I actually tried to get a scoop for it. They said with all the recent leaks, they're no longer telling us anything from my source.
That's bullshit. That's first of all, it sounds oh shit. I didn't mean to play this.
Play what?
You guys can't hear it.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it. Actually, I guess you can't cast Netflix from your. What? I'm sorry. What are you saying? What are we gonna what?
So what do you think that they're gonna announce at this event, this hardware event?
Wait, I'm sorry. I can cast Netflix to all my devices. I have way too many screens.
Is it showing you all your fucking Google ones with the screens?
Yeah.
Now-
They recently added Netflix to all the big boys.
Before we get into this too, I'm really debating because now I'm getting my full smart lighting up like I've been talking about for a while.
Yeah.
I'm getting to the point where I'm gonna have to buy some new smart speakers. Smart speakers.
Some new what?
Smart speakers.
You gonna wait to see what's going on with this ugly ass speaker?
No, but that's not a smart speaker. What ugly ass speaker? Oh, you're talking about the Google one. I thought you were talking.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm looking at the ones that we were talking about, the $3,000 ones.
Oh no, dude, they sound hella good though.
Yeah, I'm excited. So I have to decide if I think I'm staying with Alexa. I most definitely staying with Alexa.
I hate you so much. All right, cool.
Most definitely staying with Alexa. But
Here's the thing.
There's
Here's
that
the
thing
thing.
where it's like Google shit looks so much cooler.
What do you mean? The design?
Yeah, the design is way less like
Ugly?
like
Just call them.
budget.
Here's
I'll
this
say
column.
budget.
I mean, here's the thing. Like the design aspect are different because the Alexa ones are cheaper, generally speaking, right?
Yeah,
And it looks that way,
it does.
just like all
does.
the Fire products. I don't know. I don't want to push you down this slippery slope because last I heard, and I gotta go double check this, but last I heard the Google Home Max, the speaker,
I'm aware.
which sounds pretty good according to one Tim Geddes. I'm not an audio man, so I can't tell you. Like if I tell you it sounds good, I mean that that shouldn't count for much. But Tim Geddes says it's pretty good. Said it's cheaper that you can buy it anywhere else, even through friends that workplaces.
Yeah.
Right now on the Google store, said it was like $200, which is normally $400, which is absurd when I say it out loud.
That is absurd. That is an absurd amount.
But
Interesting.
I really want to get one of these.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm thinking I might stay Alexa though.
I can't
Just
imagine.
because
Well, I
the
mean,
smart home
everything you
integration.
have can transition over, right?
Yeah, for the most part.
I mean, just your little speaker and bathroom camera.
And then wool rings, bathroom camera. What do you gotta say it like that?
Well, I mean, you have a little display in your bathroom that might be recording me every time I poop.
I just gotta keep an eye on things. You know what I mean? Drop
That's how
in.
come I always
Alexa,
tuck my
drop in.
balls when I get in there,
Oh man. So what do you think is gonna be announced at this fucking event? Like, what are you excited to see?
It looks like everything's fucking leaked, right?
Not
They've
everything.
shown what?
I would be surprised because that a whole event around everything that's been leaked is gonna be boring as shit.
Bullshit. They would have done an event around the phone and everyone would have been excited. they're showing 2 phones, right? That's the rumor. We're gonna see the Pixel. Oh boy, here we go. 4A 5G, which is congratulations, fucking Google.
Nailed it.
You've done it. You picked a shitty ass name. We're real fucking proud of you guys.
Getting on board.
And
It's
then
the trend.
the rumored, huh?
I said, get it on board. It's the trend.
Yeah. And then the rumor, get this, Pixel 5S. Why is that the rumored name? Why is there an S involved? I really hope it's just the Google 5.
It's for style. Google Fi style.
That's it. That's probably
that's
what it
cool.
is. What it is.
Sounds cool, doesn't it? Tombo, doesn't that sound cool? Oh well, didn't come up. That's all right.
He fell asleep.
No,
Fell asleep again?
I don't think he unmuted the right thing.
Oh, the mic was
it's
down.
good. It's good.
Damn it! I think the sale's gone. I shouldn't have waited.
Why do you want that?
Literally for
speakers
the
everywhere.
backyard. What's up?
You have speakers? Oh, okay, for the backyard. But
Yeah.
see,
Okay. So you sound real dumb right now, huh? Tombo, does he sound dumb or what?
Yeah.
We're laughing
man.
at you.
I mean, yeah.
You
So we're
gonna
getting
add
phones.
lights in the back too?
Bro, did we not talk? I got lights in the back already.
Yeah.
I started slow. I got 2 and then candle lights to turn on and off.
So we're at
They're just on
85,
a plug.
Yeah,
85 now?
85 lights.
85 lights.
Oh, we're just making up numbers. I got real number. My 39 lights is very impressive.
So much. I love it. We also had a question. I forgot who it was come for. Sorry. Before I go into that, do you think we're gonna get more smart home shit from this? Like, do you think they're gonna unveil like some cool like Google lighting or some shit?
No, I don't. Well, I certainly hope not, because Google has kind of
That'd be
closely
fucking
connected.
hilarious. That would make me more overjoyed than anything in my entire life.
No,
If Google
like,
came
that's
out
the
with a
thing.
lighting line, and then
Here's
you
the
would just
thing.
have to sit
See-
here and be like, I doubled down on Philips, and I really want the Google ones.
No, I mean that's the thing. Like my allegiances are done. You don't get 39 lights and then be like, oh, maybe I'll transition over. No, it's like as long as they're. If they were to be like, hey, we're somehow unincorporating, which they would never do. Hue, like they got some problems. I'm gonna write some emails. You know what I mean? I'm talking to some people.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
gonna be real mad. I might cry.
that'd be so upsetting. Sorry,
I mean, it would be super upsetting.
Google lighting is gonna
Google,
be the
so
only
Google
lighting.
can fuck around with GE, right?
I'm not entirely sure on those. I just remember these GE bulbs popped up at one point during this year.
But I feel like they're being packaged with Google, like
They are.
hubs and home stuff, and I don't think that's just something Best Buy is doing for fun. I think that Home Depot's also doing that, and it scares me. That's a. I don't want that. I've committed.
Yeah,
I can't uncommit. The good thing is that Hue is so far ahead of all these people, where it's even like fucking it left LifeX so long ago, where it's like, oh yeah, LifeX is brighter. Yeah, but like look at all the cool stuff they got. The Hue sync box, the dimmer switches, the stupid tap switch that you like, the button. They got so many options, motion sensors, backyard motion sensor, backyard lights, GU10 bulbs. What?
Yeah, they have
Awesome.
everything, dude. And that's the thing is Google takes forever to catch up. So
Yeah.
even if they did, you're probably still in the better camp. And speaking of LifeX, Colton Nestler asks on Twitter, why all the LifeX hate?
Because it's not Hue, right? No. I mean, I honestly debated it for a really long time whether I wanted to go LifeX versus Hue, and I think you were on the Hue train on that one.
Yeah.
You were like,
Mhm.
no, LifeX they got less products, and I was like, I don't know, man, but
They're
it's brighter, and I'm all about brighter. Turns out, if you spend more money and get more light bulbs, it's brighter.
Done. Issue solved.
There you go. Yeah, done deal. Great. They figured me out. What am I gonna do?
No,
No, but it's really the accessories that made it for me. Like, is it cool that the LifeX light strip is brighter and can do multiple colors? Yeah, it's fucking awesome. Does it suck that it doesn't incorporate, like, they don't have like a motion sensor? Like, I know that sounds dumb, but I love that when I walk into my kitchen, like past 9 o'clock, it lights up dimmer. When I walk into my laundry room, it lights up dimmer. Or in like, like, let's say whenever it gets dark here, because I have it set automatically to the motion sensor starts when a certain darkness, And it's so cool to be able to walk around my house and things just turn themselves on and off, and I don't even have to worry about switching any switches anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Every once in a while, you're sitting there pooing, and you're like, oh, I guess I have to move because it's dimming, you know? And you sit there like, oh, there it goes. But it's just, those features are really rad. Also, I don't think I ever want to go back to a non-ambient light situation with my TV.
Yeah. No, I mean 100. I think Philips has just done it so much better in terms of like, I think LifeX is a better product in terms of like the actual lighting and like you said, the LED strips with the density. But the one thing that always sold me on Hue, which I remember when you were kind of like starting this this journey of smart lighting, where you were kind of thinking LifeX because they're brighter. But then it was like, well, you don't have these switches. You don't have the motion sensors. You don't have, all. And then they've only added and grown from here.
I think if you try hard enough, you can make solutions for it, like maybe smart thing switches and stuff like that. And using what is it, the if this and that,
if this and that.
But like that's more effort than I can put into something like this. Like I need things to be as seamless as possible.
Simple.
And like, I know that sounds, I don't know, dumb, but like, it's just, I got too much going on where I no longer can dedicate like a bunch of time to figuring out cool solutions to stuff. Like the fact that my Stream Deck can now change the colors of my Hue lights. I'm now using those colors that I hadn't, like I set up scenes on my phone, but because I have to get them from my phone and I don't have them pre-programmed on my dimmer switch, which I could do. But like now that I have it here on the Stream Deck, it's so easy to go in there and be like, all right, well, what color do I want to have the house right now? I can just, and it just changes.
Yeah.
It's so simple. And like, that's unfortunately this day and age, that's what I need, simplicity. And like, I feel like LifeX adds a level of complexity that doesn't get made up for with the brightness.
Yeah.
Like unfortunately, like man, every single day I'm hunting for Hue deals. Like legitimately that's my routine, Like I think I hit you up earlier this week and was like, hey man, I know these are the worst light bulbs that Hue makes, but the BR30s,
30s,
which are the floodlights, the ones that just do one color and they just go on and off and like brightness changing, like those are on sale. You can get 2 of them plus a Hue the what is it called? The box?
The sensor? What are you talking about? The sensor? The outdoor sensor?
No. The
the hub. The hub.
Yeah, I got 2 hubs right here because it was $20. You get two lights and a hub, and I was like, I don't know. I guess I have 4 extra hubs right now because I bought 4 of them. Because I have 4 outside lights, so I'm not going to spend the money on making them color yet.
I love it.
I have something that like, and I got a motion sensor, and when I walk out there, like we talked about earlier, my backyard lights turn on.
All 15.
I mean, there's only 3, but really there is 15 out there. Because I have the little like tea lights, the little ones. Anyways, and it's nice to when I'm taking the dog out to walk, or not to walk, but to use the go pee and poo, I can walk down there and it's just, again, it's seamless because sometimes the light that I had out there has a motion sensor on it that doesn't work anymore, so it's just kind of hit or miss. But even if those lights don't turn on, I now have the lights over my jacuzzi that turn on, and it's like, all right, this is cool.
I love it, dude. First of all, I can't believe anybody listens to this show. We're so fucking nerdy with like all our smart home talk and like the ridiculous depth we get into
if they're listening to this show, that's what they're here for. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man, it's awesome. But yeah, so that's why the LifeX 8. Just get better.
It's just a slightly lesser product because it doesn't have these accessories. Does LifeX work with the Leaf lights? That's a different company, right?
Yeah, different company. There's a way to integrate everything, like you were saying with the if then.
You can integrate them with everything. Like I feel like I've seen them integrated with the Hue Sync box at some point.
Again, with the if then this, but that shit is so complicated. That shit is way too complicated.
How many times I've tried to make that work, and I just don't understand what the fucking applet is. That's the little.
I can't do it. It's too much.
Yeah.
Also, LifeX. I remember when they were on Shark Tank. I remember that episode. You remember that?
Oh
Episode?
yeah. No, I don't.
I remember.
But I mean, it's cool. They
Same
made a
with the
cool
Ring one.
product.
What do we got? Oh, this is just another piece of news where I think it's cool. It's going to push smart home stuff forward. A lot of smart home news.
No,
today.
I'm sorry. Real quick. Before we go into that, do you think there's any other surprise products that are coming?
I could see them doing like more smart home stuff because that's the big push right now. So,
But what specifically?
I mean, I feel like lighting is a good one. Like, I feel like why wouldn't they get into it?
I hate it.
Why wouldn't they get into it, Kevin?
Because someone else got the market and they're not going to get it. You know what I mean?
When has that ever stopped Google ever? Ever. That is like Google's thing. Hey, there's this market that's really dominated by this like one or two companies. Let's try to throw our hat into it. Yeah. Hey, you know what's really in? Social media platforms. Let's make our own social media platform.
It's crazy.
Gaming is booming right now. Let's do our own platform. Every time it's been a failure.
Keep buying companies. They have the fucking money to do it. It worked with YouTube.
It worked with Nest.
Well,
I mean, a little rocky start. A little rocky start, but yeah, it worked with Nest.
You're right. It's working with Nest. Like, just figure out how to buy Philips Hues.
Oh, I don't want that. I don't want that.
Why? Why wouldn't you want that?
Because I feel like every time Google
like,
buys something, it fucks up the Alexa integration.
No, you can still utilize all the Nest, right?
Yeah, but it's not as good.
Yeah, but neither are the Alexa products. You know what I mean?
No, Ring works awesome. Ring fucking awesome.
Oh yeah, that's why when you got your doorbell installed, it works perfectly.
Well, I mean, there's an account attached to it because it may not be
be
stolen.
There's no way to reset it.
No, not with an account on it.
Oh my god, you guys are so lame.
They said we stole it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, they left it here. It's not my fault. They left it here.
No, but yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the biggest push right now is smart home, and I feel like why not? Why would, first of all, it's Google, so why would they just let somebody, dominate a market? They're gonna put their foot forward into it, and unfortunately, with Google started products, it usually doesn't end up well, versus with Google bought companies, So I don't think it's gonna be great, but I can't see them not getting into it. I don't know why they would not get into it, especially with the popularity of Hue right now. Like, I see Hue flying off the shelf. Like, I feel like that shit is always sold out.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think that right now, for the last, since Corona, they've had a shortage of, manufacturing.
Even
so
before
I think that there is... What?
Even before Corona, then.
Really?
Yeah. It's super
I'm so upset
popular.
I can't find a GU10 to save my life. I need 5 of them. If you know someone, let me know.
I do too. I'll talk about it with you later. But yeah, and then with the smart home news, Arlo's Essential XL Spotlight can go a full year on a single battery charge. Arlo is adding 2 new models of its affordable Essential series of security cameras, the Essential XL Spotlight camera and Essential camera. The highlight of the former is a battery that can power the device for 12 months on a single charge. It also uses a feature integrated spotlight, 2-way audio, motion detection, and built-in siren. The camera captures footage at 1080p at 130-degree field of view, and includes a built-in night vision, color night vision, and entire device is also weather resistant.
Color night vision?
Yeah.
How do they do that?
Wizardry, some might say. Arlo, and here's the thing on Arlo. Arlo is a fucking fantastic security brand.
Yeah.
Same thing with LifeX though. Doesn't have the integration that a Ring would have with an Alexa or a Nest would have with the Google.
Yeah. And that matters. It matters so much. The fact that I can hold down my power button, hit the outside button, and bam, I'm looking at my outside.
Now, here's
right
the thing.
there.
They're starting to go that way. They have the doorbell.
But that was, it took a while to load. But that's just because there's a lot of water. It's not raining, but it's mist. Heavy mist.
And that's your weather update with Kevin Coello. It's about 60 degrees in San Francisco. And stay tuned for the 7-day forecast.
Being able to pull that up conveniently is super. What?
Nothing.
Being able to pull that up conveniently is what you need. Take as many steps out Otherwise, you're not using your stuff, you know? Like, how often am I going to pull out my camera if I have to open up the Nest app and like just to check if a package arrived?
Yeah.
So that's the problem with these Arlo like cameras. Just because they don't have that same level of convenience, it makes things. What's wrong?
Nothing. I'm just hearing a weird, like, it almost sounds like it's raining.
Paulo was using the sink in there.
Oh, got it. I was trying to see if that was our soundboard noise or not.
Sorry, no.
No, you're good. You're good. I was just confused for a second.
That being said, like, I don't understand how it does black and white, or no, I'm sorry, night vision in color. Like, what the fuck is that? Like, is it that because the night vision is the infrared like lights?
Yeah,
I didn't know they could do color.
Wizardy, man. Like Arlo's, like I said, Arlo's a phenomenal product that just doesn't have it all ironed out. With your cameras, did you go the wired option or did you go the battery option?
Is there a battery option for Nest?
Mm-hmm. All right, so
Are
you went
sure?
the wired option.
Fantastic. Yeah, I mean, I wired them myself. It was things got scary. My neighbor was definitely like, "Hey, man, you're really close to power cords." And I was like, I'm fine.
You just had the you buy the floodlight ones, or not even floodlight because they don't have a floodlight.
They don't have a floodlight. What do you mean?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Oh, so you just ran the cable?
I don't think they have a battery option, dude. I think it's just a cable.
No, they have a battery option. 100%.
Okay, Tom, can you look that up? Nest IQ outdoor battery.
100% they have a battery option.
Okay, well, I mean, you're gonna look dumb from all the best friends, not me.
Mm-mm.
No, I definitely don't.
They definitely do.
Okay.
Hold on.
No, power usage and requirements.
Oh wait,
Nest
that's ring. That's ring.
Small amount of power for streaming. Nest cam. Okay, so I'm not seeing anything about batteries.
Scroll up. What was that? Yeah, I know what the fuck that is.
It's just a power adapter for outdoors.
One of the options says, do not use external battery packs. We do not recommend or support using USB connected batteries with your Nest cameras. So I guess wrong again, huh, Cheeks?
I mean, first time on the show.
Today. You're batting 100, you know what I mean?
In my book, that's a good thing. You know what I mean? Never miss a shot, Mike Doherty.
That's the opposite.
No, I'm batting 100.
Dude, oh, silicone skins. Oh shit! Should I get a silicone skin
No.
on my camera?
But yeah, so that's just some interesting news. They got, I forgot the price on this, for $150. You can get a battery that lasts 24 hours. Phenomenal. And
you
don't have to deal with the bullshit.
12 months, right?
Yeah, that's a year. What'd I say?
24 hours.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I
meant to say 24 months, but that didn't make sense either. 12 months.
No, yeah. Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. But also, if you can figure out how to wire it yourself, that also works out really well. So, you know?
I mean, you got a point.
You know, I drilled some holes, threw some stuff through some attic space. I had to get 2 long sticks and tape them together and stick them through to get them through this crawl space area in my attic.
Now, if you rent, this is a great option. The Arlo 24-hour.
Yeah, also, like, make a hole and then paint over it before anyone sees, you know what I mean? If you rent, like, who cares what the lease says? They're not going to know.
It's true. Ask for forgiveness. You know what I mean?
Not permission.
Elgato's new ring light can be controlled from a Stream Deck. Elgato doing some interesting things with their streaming accessories that they're putting out. They introduced a new ring light. It is going to be exactly like the key lights, but in ring form. Also, it's going to have the 29,000 to 7,000. What's the proper name for that? K. Is it for the color?
Color temperature.
Yeah, but what's the K? What's the
It's
actual
Kelvin.
That's
but like no one knows that. You can just say temperature.
Temperature change, essentially. You can mount it's multi-mount compatible, which you've raved about with your multi-mount that you have.
It's wild. I wish they weren't sold out everywhere and being sold so high on Amazon.
Super expensive.
It's ridiculous.
But they can hold full DSLRs on it. That you can put your phone on it. You can use it for whatever you want. Webcam. $200 to start. God damn, all their shit is so expensive, but it's so good.
It's fucking works. It works perfectly. And it's like, it's funny that like the news story is acting like being able to use the Stream Deck is a big thing. Where it's like, yeah, no shit.
That's a given.
Everything they sell can use the Stream Deck. I'm sure the multi-mount can be controlled this fucking way, you know?
They're going to add a motor. They're going to sell a motor eventually.
Yeah. I'll buy it. I'm all in.
Have your own home jib.
I don't think you can call it that anymore.
One day. I mean, again, times are changing. I understand.
It breaks my heart to see B&H Photo just not have the GU10s in stock.
I love how you're still on these fucking light bulbs.
I know. I have it open here because I was like, maybe I'll check the stock. Nope. Yeah, I mean, this is cool. I don't really. I mean, it's interesting where like, are they going after? Because like, who uses the ring lights the most, right?
A lot of vloggers.
A lot of vloggers, but like also like makeup people. I feel like that's very common there. Amateur Allure, that they use it too. I don't know the practicality of because like I don't think we're gonna be using it for anything we're doing. We have the Elgato. I don't remember what they're
Key
called.
lights.
Key lights and the Key Light Air.
Yeah, and
they work fine. So it's interesting that they made this product. Like I don't know that they needed to do this, but I mean I guess it's cool. Yeah. It also would be cool if they made lights that changed color instead of just different shades of white.
We'll get
why?
There.
I don't know.
We'll get that. I mean, for $200, I wish it did.
Yeah.
Also, I mean, they're just doing interesting shit. Like, I love their green screen. Like, their green screen idea is phenomenal. It
makes me mad that you didn't notice it.
What?
My Amateur Allure joke. I said it was really good.
I have no idea what that reference was. I was actually going to turn to Tombo and be like, what the fuck is he saying right now?
You should Google it.
You know what I mean? Tombo, what the fuck is he saying right now? Amateur Allure? What is this, a porn?
It's porn, yeah. They used a ring light famously. For whatever reason, Nick's set looks like it looks like it's lit the exact same way, and it freaks me out.
I mean, you don't have to go incognito, but I appreciate it. You know what I mean?
The color temperature that they use, for whatever reason, matches Nick's color temperature. There's like a kind of a greenish hue to a lot of their videos. I don't know. I can't speak to them recent videos. I'm talking about the videos they did in the early or mid to late aughts.
I love it. Jesus Christ. All right. All right. Back out of the show.
Is it not upsetting that I'm sorry, I'm all over the place today. I was just going to talk about how upsetting it is that Google doesn't have a floodlight solution.
I mean, it makes sense. It makes sense. Like,
because they don't do lights.
Yeah.
I guess
I mean, Amazon doesn't do lights either. So, but Ring always did.
No, the Ring does.
Yeah.
The Ring has the floodlight.
That's another thing. Amazon's going to get in this fucking lighting game too, I bet.
I really hope not. I don't like competition when it comes to the toys that I like. You know what I mean?
Because what if something's better? And I get that fear. Because what if something does come out better? And then you're like, fuck, I have these 89 lights in my house. What am I going to do?
There's 39. It's not that hard to say the right number.
By that time,
is big.
By that time, who knows, Kevin? There might be like a buy one, get one deal.
Bro, I'm all about those deals.
That Black Friday.
Every time I open the app, I pray that it's like, let there be a Hue deal. Let there be a Hue deal.
I love it.
It never is.
And then last piece of news for the day, California to ban the sale of gas-powered vehicles by 2035. So the Gavin Newsom. Did you see this at all?
Yeah, I mean, I saw it because you told me it.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know if you actually saw it at all. But Gavin Newsom today, essentially with all the wildfires that we have going on in California every year at this point, and just the state of things in the world right now,
change.
Putting an executive order down to basically be zero emission dealers by 2035. Coming on the back of the news of Tesla looking to, with their new battery, they had Battery Day. I don't know what the fuck Battery Day is. I'm going to be 100% honest. But
sounds hot, though.
These fucking dorks seemed real excited about it. So I clicked over. And it looked like they were real. Basically,
I'm going to get water. I'm still listening.
It's a new battery. And they're going to be selling $25,000 Teslas. That is the promise. Again, Elon Musk has promised us quite a bit over the years. But the promise is $25,000 electric Teslas with the new battery technology that they have, which has made it cheaper to manufacture. So obviously, probably a lot of the bells and whistles are going to be out of it, of like the higher Teslas. So that's coming off the back of this news. Gavin Newsom comes out today and is basically mandating that zero emission car dealers by 2035, which is fucking crazy that we're finally going to start getting here. And this is what I've been saying for a long time too. Eventually we're going to have government subsidies toward these companies for electric vehicles.
We have government subsidies towards electric cars right now.
Yeah, but even more so in terms of like, hey, we're fucking doing this. It needs to be cheaper.
I mean, I feel like right now, I don't know, the numbers are probably changed. Actually, they might have gone away recently, but like you get money back if you buy a Tesla or an electric vehicle of any, like fully electric vehicle. And like, that's a great thing. Same thing. You get money back if you install
solar
panels. And like, I think that a lot of those are going away, but they got to come back harder. Cause like, that's a good kind of incentive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, and that's what's nice about like, at least by state cases, like just at least seeing, I think this is the first mandated. I mean, I know other countries have done it, but like this is the first state to mandate that basically was
best country in the world.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, and I'm interested to see on what that looks like because obviously you can't have like we need a $25,000 Tesla, like you can't make this a mandate and have all the vehicles be 35,000, 40,000, 50,000 plus.
Right.
Because then people are just gonna hate California even more.
It's the best state in the union.
Yeah, I mean, some say that, and I'm a California boy. I was born and raised in California. You know what I mean?
You don't say that?
There's some problems, but I do think it's the best state.
Oh, yeah. I mean, everything's got problems. You tell me Florida doesn't have fucking problems.
That's true, but nobody's saying that's the best state in the union.
You know what I mean? No one ever will because it sucks. Fuck you, Florida.
It's true, you know?
No, this is a big deal because that's 15 years.
I'm moving out.
Tumbo likes gas. He likes
you
to smell
double
gas.
down on gas cars,
Yep.
Tumbo?
Sometimes I go into the garage. He's smelling gas.
Yep.
He's
Turn on my truck and just.
And it's really bad for your brain.
Well,
Look up what that does to your brain. It pickles your brain.
You know how bad cigarettes are bad for you?
Oh, he's got a point. Ooh, look at you getting on your high horse, pointing fingers.
I've never heard that. Is it not good for you?
Also,
I heard it makes your lungs stronger. Fights that COVID, burns it all. You know what I mean? We can make fake news up right now if you want it.
Also, Tombo, big coal fan. Huge coal fan. In fact.
No, don't say that.
No, he is.
No, you guys have gas-powered stove. He hates coal.
No, he's a big Tombo. Tell me what a big coal fan you are.
Yep, I am. I'm actually in the process of taking out that stove and making it fully
coal operated.
Yep.
Ran. And I appreciate it. I respect
and
it.
our
You want
boiler.
coal barbecue? I think I can get you a coal barbecue.
Yeah. I'm actually,
We're working on it.
if you can make that work.
We have a big fire pit in the backyard where we just burn coal all day.
Yeah.
You guys don't have a fire pit. That's very rude because I have a fire pit.
Weird flex, but okay.
It wasn't a flex. I'm saying
I
that,
got
like
a
you're
fire
insulting
pit.
me.
You know what I mean?
And 13
I made it with my father-in-law. It was a bond
89
thing.
lights that I'll turn on and synchronize, and I can blast my voice throughout the house.
It's true, I can, and I have many times.
But yeah, no, this is a huge deal. Again, this is gonna only push things forward for electric vehicles. We're finally gonna get the changeover. I hope to see Cybertrucks eventually be a reasonable price one day.
That's what it is. All Cybertrucks everywhere.
That thing's so fucking ugly.
What?
I'm gonna disguise mine as a Cybertruck.
It's fucking ugly.
You're so dumb. You're so wrong. The Cybertruck looks freaking awesome.
It's cool, but it's fucking ugly.
No, it looks so cool. It's the future. Get on or get hit by the car.
Can't autopilot. We'll stop.
You're right. You're right. It looks so cool. I'm looking at it right now.
I'm hoping it doesn't.
Doesn't what? Stop?
Yeah.
He wants you to die, is what he's saying.
That's rude.
Which is really hurtful because you're one of his closest friends.
It is. I just invested 25% in your coal business, and this is how you're gonna treat me.
Well, look, that 25% now just became 75% from what I'm gonna go sue. So look, I'm gonna carry on your legacy. It's all good. Thank you for watching.
I don't know what he's talking about.
I don't either, but it's all right.
if the self-driving doesn't work and it hits somebody,
then you just got 100%.
Yeah, but that's
You're
already
not
happened.
strong.
Remember,
It's true.
somebody got hit by a self-driving car.
You know how much they
It
got
was
paid?
very tragic.
You know how much they got paid?
It was on the freeway. The car was going real fast. The videos, it's not fun to watch.
Terrifying. But they're still safer, you know what I mean? Like, how many of those fucking articles do you hear? And then one time it happens, you know what I mean?
Sometimes they catch on fire, though.
Unlock you in the car.
You know what I'm saying? Whoops. You scratched the battery.
Yeah,
Uh-oh.
that's fine. You know what I mean? You know how many times I want to know the number of vehicles caused by or death caused by vehicles, like all time.
Oh, yeah. No. It's the gas ones have been there longer, so they're going to win.
That's got to be like millions, right?
Oh, yeah. Lots of people. Yeah, lots.
Deaths by vehicle all time.
It's probably the second killer of like teens right now.
What's the first? Chlamydia?
Suicide.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. really made it dark.
It's the truth. I'm sorry. Like, I don't like that we're laughing about this right now.
It's good.
No, it's
we're not laughing at
tragic,
suicide. We're
you know?
laughing at the chlamydia thing and then how Kevin brought the mood down with the suicide joke.
Chlamydia thing. Who's talking about chlamydia?
Nah, I brought it
You
up.
can fix chlamydia.
It's not that bad. Well, I don't think there's a stat for this, which is unfortunate.
Oh, you're looking up teen deaths?
No, not teen deaths.
Oh,
Just
okay.
all
Death
time.
by car. Just death by cars.
I think that's gonna give us other things.
Well, I mean, I think and just to be clear, I don't understand why you're looking for this graph. Like, what? Why do you need a?
I just think it's interesting, right? Is that not interesting? Because I think it's millions. It's got to
How
be
many
millions.
people die from cars? Yeah, lots. There's people who use cars every day. You know?
What's per annum? Annum. What is that?
I don't know what you're saying.
ANNUM. Have you heard that fucking word before?
By year.
A what?
Oh, by
By
year.
year.
So hold on. That is
Oh, annual. Is it annual?
1.35 million people die of a car per year. Holy shit. And that's just a year.
How many was it? 1 million?
1.35.
That sounds wrong. That's a lot of people.
That is a lot of people. But it makes sense all
The
time.
internet doesn't lie.
Global stats.
But wait, that's like there's 300 million people. So what? Like that's a pretty big percent. 0.3%.
Think about all the accidents and shit.
But imagine how many more people are being made.
Yeah, it's
Kigo
true.
all time. Deaths by car all time. I just want to see if that comes up. I'm just curious. Because that's a lot. That's a lot of people, Kev.
That's not a little bit of people.
Man, watching Tombo type, I think it's going to give me a stroke.
Now I'm trying to figure out if car accidents is the number one cause of teen deaths.
No, I think it's number 2. I think you're right. I think suicide's higher.
That's fucking upsetting.
I think that's just US too. I don't think we're going to get the stat, which is upsetting.
About car
We could break
accidents?
it down by seatbelt used. All right. So
Yeah, seatbelt, speeding, age and gender, trends, distraction,
when they died.
and when they died. Anyway. Well, this has been fucking Tech Fever.
Real quick, I kind of want to go back to that first question because I never actually got to. I kept asking your side of it, and you kept giving stupid answers. If I'm being honest,
What side of it?
The
Can't remember your fucking question now, can you?
no, I'm getting there. The Google event.
Oh,
You think there's any chance? They're gonna announce the watch?
yeah.
was rumored for the last event.
I could see it.
Leaked pictures rumored.
Yeah, I mean, I could see it. When were those rumors, though? I do remember those rumors.
Nobody
though.
knows.
Yeah, I could see it. Those ones are old. I got
I'm
another.
looking at a chart here.
Do you want to talk
Now-
about that a little bit more? Because I got one more question before we get out of here. The Google event. Because I could see the watch happening. I could see lighting happening. Some other smart home shit.
Lighting's gonna piss me the fuck off. When is this, by the way?
October 30th.
What time? It's so far away. Was that Halloween? Is that the 31st?
No,
How many days
September
in
30th.
October?
September 30th. Sorry, I don't know why I said October.
Oh, okay.
It's
That's
real
a lot
late.
closer.
Real.
Oh
late.
my god, that's 6 days away.
Yeah.
Wait,
Is it
that's my
6?
anniversary.
September's almost over.
So much for streaming. Oh, I was like, what the fuck? It's Tuesday? It's Thursday? Because it's past midnight. My bad for pushing the show so late.
No,
That's
you're
my
good.
fault.
We're this is how it goes.
heard someone was
We get the
tired.
real late time slots. But I always have fun. So did you want to move on for this, or you want to keep talking about this? Up to you.
I guess we can move on.
No,
I don't like.
but do you want to add to this? I mean,
No, we got it. Let's move on. We're done with this. I'm sorry, Josh. I hope you got all you wanted out of that.
no.
Yeah, sorry, Josh.
Legitimately, like, I could see smart home lighting and then the watch. I think the watch is a good
Here's
one
the thing.
for you.
Here's the thing. Unintentional injury is the number one cause of residents 15 to 24. I don't like residents. What does that mean?
But what's
You know?
unintentional?
It's a very specific
Like
area.
they could be in their car doing donuts and they could flip over and die. That's not
Sure,
intentional.
it could be car accidents. But if they're putting car accidents in the same group as also, like, I don't know, you drop a hammer down 10 floors and it hits someone in the head.
Yeah.
I don't know that that should be in the same place.
I think so because it's unintentional.
What's this kid's question?
So we got one from Alec Bobko.
Bob, go.
What's up, Tech Fever? So feel free to answer as many as you'd like. I think there's only a couple here. Like I think we're
You want to play one word answer?
What are some of your favorite OBS plugins? One of my personal favorites is Move Transition. Also, have you heard of Touch Portal? It's a free alternative to a Stream Deck that you can use from your phone or tablet, and it's free. So the first question, I know you're more akin to the OBS plugins. You're a big voice, or not. I guess that's not OBS. That's the Stream Deck.
Okay.
Yeah.
The only plugin we ever use is Virtual Cam and Elgato. I'd like to play more in them. I've watched some videos on like different plugins you can add that would like affect the color and stuff. So you can go in there and set the change the camera whatever color you want. And unfortunately, because of the way we do stuff now, like if we were in the studio, we might be able to do something with there. Also, there is a problem with plugins where it's like if we use a plugin back when we're at the studio, we're not actually recording the OBS feed. Like anything that happens in OBS won't record in our master records. So we stray away from plugins because of that. Because yeah, you can add cool plugins to do stuff like that, but then it won't record in the master files, which are like giant 100 gig files that like record in the highest quality so that we can try to export it in a slightly higher quality than the OBS recording. So unfortunately, just we haven't gotten too much time to play with that just because it hadn't made sense until now. And then it still doesn't super make sense because we're screen capturing. Cheeks, you doing something good on your phone there? Or?
Yeah, no, sorry. He has a second question here.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I'm talking to you, but you're just on your phone. It's fine.
I'm listening to you. I was trying to get the question
it's
ready.
Fine.
It's
Hey,
right
are
here.
you awake?
Yep, I am.
Oh, that's cool. You notice him fucking playing on his phone?
I hate you so much. It's right here.
What
It's
did he just say?
email.
All right, what did Kev say?
He's talking about OBS plugins, how he can't fucking use it in the studio because it records to your. You didn't say this, but like the Ninja recorder, right?
He's not even talking about the last thing. Yeah, the last thing I said is like I'm just capturing the screens, so I could use some of those plugins that would be cool, and I should play with that. But it's one of those things where it's like I don't know. I know that like going back to the studio is further away, but I don't know that I want to incorporate any of these things that like long term might not stick around or won't make sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, there's got to be a way that you can. I mean, yeah. I mean, I haven't even messed around with
I could
OBS
output
plugins.
video. And like, so I can have like another screen outputting video to the OBS and doing a full capture output to that screen and then run that through our system. But at that point, you're running it from the cameras to a decimator through the switcher, the actual device that takes in all the videos, and then that's going to output to the recording device, which is getting the image cut and split into our Aver or Elgato capture cards, whatever we use when we come back. You know what I mean? Like that's adding a lot of steps where the video could get muddled. Like the quality, every time you put it through a component, it adds a little bit of a delay. It adds like it loses a little bit of video quality. And like unfortunately we are trying to like record these at the highest quality.
Yeah. No, 100%. I mean, I haven't even begun to mess with OBS plugins. Nor do I think I have to be honest.
But you could. I want to Google this. What was the transition he was talking about?
Move transition. So we'll see what that's about. But he's also asking, I'm looking for some budget lights to upgrade my streaming setup for a single night stand lamp. I am very limited on space, so small and compact would be ideal. Would you have any recommendations? Ideally, they'd be less than $100. Well, Alex, luckily, I've actually been doing some research on this for myself for these back lights here that I'm eventually going to get. On Amazon, they have... Let me pull it up.
I mean, you could just use the old camera stand. That's what I used.
Yeah, but he's saying the actual lights themselves. You can, I mean, Tombo, you have like this like little LED light stand that you got from Best Buy that like attaches to your camera.
Yeah.
You can use the newer ones. The newer ones are cheaper. They're like in the $40 range. They're pretty decent. A lot of the stuff I have used in the past from newer is honestly pretty decent for the price. They're about $40-$50 and you get 2 of them. So that's not terrible, but if you're looking to spend...
Did they let you play around with the color?
No.
The color temperature?
No.
So it's just on and off? Like you can't transition between...
Oh, some of the newer ones you can, yeah.
Okay, because I feel like that's an important feature to have.
Correct. Yes and no.
Because I feel like it's not important if you have a nice camera. If you have a shittier camera that for whatever reason can't figure it out on its own. Because like right here, look, I'm using my Fujifilm X-T2, which I'm going to call a nice camera. But if I switch the color temperature, look how like, did you see the color just switch on its own?
Yeah.
Because it's got its own little white balance that it's figuring out. So that is set to 6500, which is the same as the outside light. And now I set it to 3500, which you might know as tungsten, which is more what they use in like studios and stuff. And you see how it switches, and like the camera itself can take that in. But if you get a camera where it's hard to change the color temperature or the white balance,
get something where you can change the white balance.
Yeah, because then you can tune it in, and it's like that makes I'd say a significant difference. Like again, it's only going to be there for a second, but look how bland I look. Yeah, I mean you missed it because you were looking at your phone again.
Yeah,
I'm pulling up this for Alec. You know what I mean? I want to make sure the Bobco gets taken care of.
Okay.
And I this is one that I've legitimately been looking into. But yeah, you can change the color on them, the Kelvin. But on this one, if you're looking to spend a little bit more, if you go a little bit over 100, for $117.99 Amazon, the Dazny D50 desk mount light with the clamp. So it comes with the stand for the desk that clamps on. It's super thin. It gives you so much usability in terms of you can plug in, you can do it battery, and you can change the lighting like what Kev was saying. All right there for you to be able to control. It's one light, but honestly, it gives you a pretty good bang for your buck for that $100 that you'd be spending, a little over $100. Like I said, $117. So I'm actually thinking of getting them for our top shots here, the backlighting.
Oh,
so that's what I would recommend.
Lights can get really expensive too, so that's a pretty good little deal.
You can control it with a remote control. Also, you can also get some smart switches. You know what I mean? Plug those little bitches in, and you're all set. Just open your phone.
I don't like the lights.
Turn it on. Flashes. You're all set. But yeah. So I mean, honestly, one key light from Elgato is like $200. So it's
so much.
So,
like that's a lot.
Yeah, it's gross. So you do $100 here, and then eventually, if you want to get a second one, you can get a second one, and that's basically you get 2 for the price of one Elgato. So to me, that's a deal.
Do they do a smaller light, or do they only do one size?
It looks like this brand in particular, the one that I've been researching, only does one size.
Okay, because if you can get the smaller size too for their second light, you don't need to necessarily have 2 big lights. You can use the second one, and the placement on this one isn't great, but like it does a pretty good job lighting me, filling in light, you know, because if I turn it off, you can see that? See how that doesn't look right here. This whole dark space I have.
Yeah.
Let me turn this back on. It's too bright. Give it 10 seconds. All right, there it goes.
Jesus.
But now having that second light adds a little more light. If I had the right setup, like I wish I could have a third light hanging above me to give a little flare from the background, which adds a lot. But unfortunately, because of the setup I have, maybe I could drill a light in there.
You could.
Throw a little light in there. No, that's what I want to do for these. We have bookshelves on the side. I want to do that clamp
Put 'em on
onto
top.
the top
Yeah.
and then do it that way. I think that's
You gotta
the
be
best way.
real careful though, because if the light is anywhere near the camera, you can get that flare, that lens flare. You
Yeah,
can put it in defilter on, I guess.
be able to.
They're fun stuff. Tumbo, I sent you a little clip there. I wanted you to pull up. A little clip from one of these YouTubers that I watch every once in a while. They got OBS stuff.
Today I'm going to show you guys how to make a really
too loud.
dude, there's a
Mute it,
plugin
mute
for
it, mute it,
OBS
mute it.
that allows you to do these cool
Why is it still-
Just pause it in the view. There. We don't have ad
I
block.
sent you what?
Yeah.
Oh, is it an ad?
Yeah, no, there was a bunch of ads popping up.
Oh, use the ad blocker. You won't see them.
Yeah,
So
he
it's just
does- he
something
doesn't have
I
them.
quickly did some Googling and I wanted to see it because I hadn't looked at these transitions. You can see this guy implement and it's like, dude, that's cool. Well, I thought there was more there. Fast
How's
forward a
that
little
work
bit.
though?
This one?
Yeah, but like there it is. Like, see how that transition? Like, that's really cool. Like, I kind of want to play with these because it would be really cool. Like, we were thinking about using I think it's called vMix or something like that. Have you heard of this?
Mm-mm.
It's software that allows you to bring in a bunch of inputs and you can play with them and stuff. You can pull out of this video. Thank you very much.
That's interesting. I wonder how that works with like the graphic side of things. Like, how do you get that to work?
Well, wait, the graphic
you get-
sides.
yeah,
Well, you
you-
have the graphics either you remake them so that they fit that transition, or you have them come in and before and after the transition. You know what I mean? So you could actually have a separate set, like a smaller name bar underneath when you transition to the other thing. What I thought was fascinating is it looks like it also resized his window.
This is what he was talking about, Alec. This is the plugin.
I mean, this started me down the hole of like, oh, I'm gonna just Google what did I Google? I Googled what he said, motion animation for OBS or something like that. And like for Games Daily, where we transition over to a different window, or even this show, like it would be cool to like have it switch over and give that kind of a more professional feel to it, you know,
Yeah.
instead of just hard cuts to different scenes.
100%.
Mm-hmm.
We have to look into
So
that.
thank
Alec.
you.
Why are
I
you
appreciate you
Death
you
stare.
opening some windows. You know what I mean? In my mind, get these little gears going. Everything's all greased up.
God damn, it's late. But yeah, shout out to you, Alec. I'm actually gonna be looking into those transitions, seeing if
Don't
what we could
copy.
do
That's my thing. I'm gonna look into them.
for this show,
We'll
our
see.
show. You know what I
I'm gonna
mean?
press the buttons.
Our
Yeah.
show. Thank you for watching Tech Fever. You can watch if you. I guess we don't go live, so you can watch us every Thursday at 10 a.m. over on youtube.com/play everything. And you can watch us also, or you can listen to us 10 a.m. on all podcast services, Spotify. We're getting a good listening base, so I appreciate you out there. I see the numbers. I appreciate every single one of you that listen.
3 people sent
To
in
the
questions today, right?
Yeah, 3 people.
That's pretty fucking good.
Yeah.
Fuck you, everyone else not in sending in questions. It's easy. Go to the email.
Well,
Give them the email.
it also helps that I gave him a reminder today. I sent in a reminder right before we started, like 2 hours before. So maybe I should start doing that.
You're saying it's your fault, huh?
I don't know. I mean, let's not turn to point fingers. I like when we were pointing fingers at the
I mean,
audience.
I was pointing fingers to the beginning. You remember?
Yeah. I like when we were blaming everybody else for this situation.
Yeah. It was their fault. But now it looks like it's you, huh, big boy? You can keep that beard growing, huh?
But yeah, so we're everywhere. I see you listening. I appreciate that. But do me a favor, rate it if it allows you to rate. I know Spotify doesn't allow you to rate, but like on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, just rate the show. Rate
Just
it.
rate it.
There's
Just
0
rate it. Give it
ratings.
5 stars.
And,
If you want to give anything less, you go fuck yourself, all right?
and there's
We
a
deserve the 5 stars. It's midnight 30 for my time.
midnight 30.
Yeah. We're doing this for you. Cheeks is gonna have to stay up longer
Oh, yeah.
to edit this. You know?
Yeah. Yep. That's gonna be fun. Can't wait. But
I'm
yes,
so sorry.
so
It's my fault.
no, you're good. Rate
much
the
do I
show,
get?
please, God. There's more than 0 of you. I know it. I see it. Every time I log in, I see it. So leave a review.
Rate it. Just do it.
That's
Come
all
on.
I'm asking.
Say something nice.
That's
Talk
all
about
I'm
how wet
asking
my
for.
hair looks.
Tombo, is that a ridiculous ask?
Nope.
Alec? I don't see a review from you.
Yeah, you got plenty of questions, don't you? You son of a bitch.
Josh?
Again, thank you so much for sending in. This is a great suggestion. If we incorporate it in Games Daily, it's your fault.
I'm sure you'll plug them, right?
No, I'm never
You'll
going
be
to
like,
remember.
plug
Why would
them.
you put me
You'll
on
be
the spot like that?
I mean, it seems fair. You got the idea from
Alec,
him.
write that down.
It's all right. Kevin just likes taking
I mean,
ideas and
he'll
not
be
giving
in the
credit.
chat. He'll tell me, and I'll be like, I don't know what this fucker's talking about. I made this shit up myself. Take the credit. You know what I mean? I hate how much I'm like, I want to figure this out tonight. Incorporate it tomorrow. I'm not going to because I still have a furniture to build.
Oh my God, Kevin. Jesus Christ.
I'm like halfway done.
I love it. I love Kevin's
so
can-do attitude. You know what I mean? But yes, please rate, subscribe, all that
it's
good
like
stuff.
a trip at this point. We're right there.
This fucking show. I love this goddamn show.
And after
so much.
midnight 30, we start the furniture building with
Yeah, we're
Kevin.
the end of the show is going to be Kevin finishing that thing. You can follow Kevin in all his Kevinness over at Kind of Funny Kevin on Twitter. You can follow his show Screencasts, which is canceled, might be canceled, is not canceled.
It's changing. It's evolving a little bit, like everything does.
Evolving.
Got it. They're evolving. You could check that out and see what that evolution.
What's going on with the boys? Come check us out. We're talking about episode 6 on Friday.
And it's Fridays for sure right now. So in a couple weeks, it might not be, but if you're listening now, it is Fridays.
For sure Friday for the next, like until the boys is done.
All right. Perfect. So please go check that out. Give him some love there. You can follow me at Cheeks_Jr. You can follow Tombo Vlogs at Tombo Vlogs. Let him know. He's doing this on his own time with us. So give him a little love.
Wait, you're not paying him?
Nope.
He's an intern. It's one of those things,
I'm actually a spy.
You pay him a little, they start getting greedy, Give them an inch, they
that
think
makes sense. Hey man, I told Andy once, I told him twice. He's not getting paid. Just keep doing your job.
But yes, thank you for watching Tech Fever. We appreciate you. And until next time.
I got the fever.
We got the fever. How many times? What episode is this?
I got it, Tomo. Got it.
There's 2 of us.